So David is no longer a suspect, y'all. You can't make this up. Bro really about to get away with this. Well, they say he innocent. I'm just trying to figure out who put Celeste inside of his frontal trunk, his car. I'm not understanding. So they say the cause of her death may have been an accidental overdose. But y'all, I think we dealing with the, you know what that is. So now I feel like the system fell in her. Her parents definitely failed her. It should be an investigation with them in a sense, because they allowed this man to date their daughter knowing her age. And like I said before, there's no way he did not know that this girl was a child. It's just, it don't make sense, bro. It's so many questions that gotta be answered. So if he didn't do it, who did it? Was it somebody he knew? It had to have been somebody he knew, right? Because how did she end up in his car? Come on now. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments.
LAPD confirms David has not been named as a suspect in the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Says her cause of death is still undetermined. LAPD confirms David has not been named as a suspect in the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Says her cause of death is still undetermined. It remains unclear whether there's any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know who this is doing sacrifices to. I don't know what demon in hell he's worshiping. I don't know who is on his little mantelpiece in his closet that he is sacrificing and making prayers to. Or we don't know whose dick he might have sucked. I don't know, but I just feel like you have to have done something in order for them to say you have not been named as a suspect in the killing, the dismemberment of the body of a 14-year-old girl that you are obviously having some type of inappropriate relationship with. You would think the nigga was white. So, girl, I don't know. He must know the right people, because my God, today.
What is David doing as we speak, especially now that we know Blair Burke is on the team?
He better be shutting his mouth. He better be absolutely quiet. He better be at home, wherever he is, doing nothing, not going anywhere, not talking to anybody, and just doing everything that she tells him to do, which is just sit there until I tell you what to do.
But what about the full download? Is this attorney saying, David, I need to know every single movement? Or is this attorney saying, don't tell me, I don't want to know, I just need to do my job?
Personally, I never ask until I need to, because that's not the point. The question is, what is the evidence that they have? What is the evidence that's out there? And I don't ever want to, there may be something that my client says that isn't in the realm of evidence, not because that they're guilty. A lot of times I have clients who tell me, I wasn't there, I didn't do this. And I say, hold on, I don't even want to know, because within the facts that they are giving to me, this already is not provable. So I don't want you to clutter my brain with what they have, because already within this universe, I can defeat these charges. So don't clutter my brain. I'm working on what the evidence is, because they have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And if they can't, that's all I need.
So do you think it's possible that, I mean, here we are going on a month, right? And radio silence from the LAPD, no suggestion that this guy is a suspect or a person of interest. Is it a tactic to keep things quiet and allow the target to let his guard down and think that he's skating and is now free to roam about the cabin and talk to anyone he wants?
I mean, you never know why they're doing what they're doing. You never know what the state of their investigation is. But I think the LAPD, especially in cases like this, where you've had these, these cases long time ago where you find these women dismembered in horrible situations, and the LAP just really did not know what to do with these investigations. I think that their PR and their attorneys are telling them to be quiet too. They just don't have enough information to give any kind of information out into the public. So I think that if you're an attorney for the LAPD, if you're an attorney for the city of Los Angeles, you say you guys say absolutely nothing. You say nothing until you know exactly what's happening. And in this case, I cannot imagine that there's ever going to be a point where we know exactly what happened.
I'll say you don't usually see a Tesla like this as beat up as it is. It's marked all over the spoiler with marks, white marks, and it's got a big dent in it. You don't typically see it sitting in a Hollywood Hills neighborhood that has like super expensive topiaries right beside it, you know? It's just sort of a confounding sight. But I am curious about the toxicology. Do you think that that's the linchpin to all of this, that either they're waiting on the toxicology still weeks and weeks later, or they have every ability to put it at the front of the line when it's a high-profile case?
I think they have the ability to rush it. They have the ability to put it to the front of the line, absolutely. But again, I don't think, I think the more information the LAPD puts out piecemeal, the worse it is for them. They just absolutely should not be doing that. They would be insane to give out pieces of information when they don't have an entire theory of prosecution.
Big question here. There's two issues, and not the least of which is that this is an underage girl. Did not make her 15th birthday. She spent it rotting in that trunk. Is it possible that there'll be no charges at all in this case? No murder, no sex charges, no underage crimes with children? Like, what do you see coming out of this, at the very least?
What is the evidence that we have that any crime occurred? That any crime occurred? Well, we know that there's a body in a trunk. But what evidence do we have connecting David to any actual crime? She told her friends that he was that they were in a relationship. What does that mean? She left her house. That was a very, very troubled situation. How do we know that he had anything to do with that? There's no evidence against this man for any crime that I can see.
Click like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. We gone.